You're investing in stocks while drowning in credit card debt at 22% interest. You're chasing crypto gains while your employer is literally offering you free money you're ignoring. And you wonder why you're not building wealth? Today, I'm exposing the 7 money mistakes that keep people broke forever, and the exact order you need to fix them to actually get rich. Most people do everything backwards, which is why they stay poor.
What's up? It's your rich Uncle Bob, and today I'm about to tell you something they don't want you to know. If you're tired of being lied to about money, you're in the right place.
All right, so here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to pull back the curtain on the great wealth deception. Then we'll walk through 3 levels step by step. Level 1 is all about putting out the bad financial fires that are burning you. Level 2 is building a fortress around your money so it never happens again. And level 3, that's when we go on offense and build some real serious wealth. This is the exact blueprint, so let's get right into it. You see, it all starts with a lie. A really big, pervasive lie that keeps millions of people, maybe even you, trapped on a financial hamster wheel for their entire lives. You run and run and run and wonder why you never, ever get ahead. So what is this lie? It's that income equals wealth. Simple as that. They want you to believe that if you just get that high-paying job, you're rich. That big salary, the fancy car, the expensive watch, it's all just a show. It's a trap designed to keep you spending, keep you borrowing, and keep you chained to the very system that's designed to drain every last dollar from you.
Okay, let's really break this down because this is critical. Income is loud, it's flashy, it's what you earn. It's the doctor making 400 grand a year who's all over Instagram. But wealth is quiet, it's what you keep. It's invisible. Get this, studies show that nearly a third of people earning over $250,000 a year are still living paycheck to paycheck. They have massive income, but they have zero wealth. Like the author Morgan Housel says, wealth is the income you don't spend. It isn't for show, it's for you. It's the thing that buys your freedom, your options, your control over your own time.
And this idea, it ties perfectly into something the philosopher Naval Ravikant talks about. The world pushes you, hard, into playing the status game. And that's a zero-sum game. For you to win, somebody else has to lose. You're always comparing your car, your house, your job title. It's exhausting. But the wealthy, they're playing a totally different game. It's called the wealth game, and it's a positive-sum game. You can create wealth, real wealth, without taking a single thing from anyone else. You're building systems, you're building assets. One game traps you, the other one sets you free.
So, before you can even dream about getting rich, you've got to stop doing the things that keep you poor. It's that simple. Welcome to Level 1. This is financial triage. We are stopping the bleeding from the dumbest, most common money mistakes out there.
And this brings us to mistake number 1. And this one drives me absolutely nuts. Investing while you're literally on fire. I get people all the time saying, "Hey Bob, I'm putting money in the S&P 500," while they're sitting on 10 grand in credit card debt at 22% interest. Are you kidding me? You think you can out-invest your debt? Let me be clear, it is a mathematical impossibility. You're hoping to get an 8% return in the market, which is not guaranteed, by the way, while you're 100% guaranteed to be losing 22% on your debt. It's like trying to fill up a bathtub with the drain wide open. You are losing, period.
Just look at the math here. It's not complicated. When you pay off $1 of that 22% credit card debt, you have just earned a guaranteed, risk-free 22% return on your money. No stock, no crypto, no real estate can ever promise you that. Ramit Sethi is right to call this a guaranteed win. You are literally paying yourself back. So attacking this high-interest debt isn't just a smart move, it is the only move you should be making first.
Now for my favorite, mistake number 2, living without a fuck you fund. Look, most people call this an emergency fund, and that's fine. It's boring. I call it a fuck you fund. Why? Because it's about so much more than a flat tire. This is the money that gives you the power to say fuck you to a job you hate, to a terrible boss, to a bad situation, without having to worry about how you're going to pay your rent. It is a 3 to 6 month war chest that buys you freedom, that buys you control. Without it, you are a slave to your next paycheck. Okay, so the fires are out, the bleeding has stopped. Now what? Now we build a fortress. We build a fortress so you never have to fight those same battles ever again. This whole level is about creating an automatic system that builds wealth for you quietly in the background.
Which leads us to mistake number 3, and I'm going to be blunt. Budgeting instead of building a system. I hate the word budget. It just screams restriction, deprivation, oh, I can't have that latte. It's a system that's designed to fail because it all comes down to willpower. And guess what? Willpower runs out. Rich people don't sit around tracking pennies in a spreadsheet. They build automated money systems.
So instead of a budget, you build a system, something like Ramit Sethi's conscious spending plan. This thing is genius because it makes all the right decisions for you automatically. Your paycheck hits your account and the system just routes the money where it needs to go. About 55% for your fixed costs, rent, utilities. A non-negotiable 10% goes straight to long-term investments. Another 10% for savings goals, like a vacation or a down payment. And here's the best part. That last 25%, that's your guilt-free spending money. You can blow it on whatever you want because you already know your retirement, your savings, your whole future is already taken care of.
And that brings us to maybe the craziest mistake of all, ignoring free money. I'm talking about the 401k employer match. If your company offers this and you are not taking every single penny of it, you are voluntarily taking a pay cut. Let's be crystal clear about this. A match is not a bonus. It is part of your salary that you are choosing to set on fire. If they match, say, 5%, that means for every dollar you put in, they put in a dollar. That is a 100% guaranteed instant return on your money. There is absolutely no excuse, ever, for leaving this on the table.
All right, your defenses are up. Your system is running on autopilot. You're no longer bleeding money from stupid mistakes. Now the fun begins. Now it's time to go on offense. This is how you escape the 9-to-5 grind and build massive, life-changing wealth. This is about changing the entire game.
Mistake number 5 is a big one. Choosing to live your life in the slow lane. MJ DeMarco nailed this in his book, The Millionaire Fast Lane. The slow lane is what we're all taught. Get a job, save 10%, work for 50 years, and hope you can retire when you're 65. In the slow lane, your wealth is forever tied to your time. It's a mathematical prison. But the fast lane, that's different. In the fast lane, your vehicle isn't a job. It's a scalable business or a system you own. You build something that makes money for you, completely divorcing your income from your time. You gain control, you gain leverage, and you have the ability to create wealth in just a few years, not a few decades.
And this is where so many people get tripped up, which brings us to mistake number 6, blindly believing the so-called experts. This quote right here, it's about Jim Simons, a math professor who started the most successful hedge fund in history. Wall Street laughed at him. They said, "What does this nerd know about business?" And you know what he did? He completely crushed them. The lesson isn't that you need to go start a hedge fund. The lesson is that the experts who sell you on the slow lane path are usually just protecting their own system, not helping you build your wealth. And here's the secret they don't want you to know. You can beat them. Yeah, you. The financial industry is designed to make them rich off your fees, not make you rich. They're trapped by rules and herd thinking. They charge you outrageous fees for performance that, the vast majority of the time, doesn't even beat the market average. So going on offense means you see this for what it is. While you're building your fast lane business on the side, your investment capital also goes on offense, using simple, cheap index funds to consistently outperform these so-called pros. You just ignore the noise and keep your money working for you.
So we've torn down the lies. We've exposed all the big mistakes. Now let's put it all together. This is the exact ordered blueprint to build real wealth. And trust me, the sequence here is everything. But before we lay out the final blueprint, we've got to tackle one last thing. It's a mindset mistake that can destroy even the most perfect plan. And that is mistake number 7, letting your emotions rule your investing. Warren Buffett has this great analogy of Mr. Market. He's like a business partner who's a manic depressive. Some days he's euphoric, offering to buy your stocks for crazy high prices. The next day he's terrified, offering to sell you his for pennies on the dollar. A true investor doesn't let Mr. Market's mood swings dictate their actions. You have to remember, a volatile market isn't a risk. For the prepared investor, it's an opportunity.
Okay, this is it, the whole shebang, the Rich Uncle Bob blueprint. Step 1, obliterate all high-interest debt. Anything over 7%, it's gotta go. Step 2, build that 3 to 6 month fuck you fund and stick it in a high-yield savings account. Just let it sit there, don't touch it. Step 3, capture 100% of your employer's 401k match. It's an instant 100% return. It is free money. Step 4, max out a Roth IRA. Tax-free growth is the holy grail of investing. Step 5, now you go back to that 401k and you contribute as much as you possibly can. And finally, the game changer, step 6, start building your fast lane engine. A side hustle, a scalable business, something that earns money for you while you sleep. This is the path. And remember, the order is not a suggestion, it's the whole plan.
And there you have it. The smoke clears, the truth remains. If this helped you see through the BS, hit that like button. Subscribe to Rich Uncle Bob for truth about money. Comment and let me know what financial lie pisses you off the most. Uncle Bob's reading every single one. Stay free, stay wealthy. See you next time.